Any thoughts or final thoughts before we head on into the game for you guys?
I hope we get a game 3. You know, I feel like, you know, we've had some 2-0s. This is the upper bracket teams. I think these teams are very evenly matched, so game 3 would be.
That is true. As we were coming into the series, Ponlo, you even said that you really wanted a game 3, but I guess a lot of it is going to rest on game number 2. So I'll let you guys go as you jump into it.
Thank you, Nat. Excited to be here in game number 2. Excited to be here for the Southeast Asian Ti10 qualifiers. $40 million up for grabs at the International later this year, somewhere in the world, as we will see if OB.Neon have what it takes to bounce back. What you know about this team, Ponlo, do you think they're a team that's going to be kind of feeling stressed out or demoralized because they dropped game 1?
I think they are a rather emotional team for sure, based on what Dev told me about how they function in they were playing Singapore Major. But I think it's commendable of like, I think CTM is the one that decides most things, right? He's the drafter. I think it's commendable that he chooses to run same kind of draft, because maybe to him, if we were to win this qualifier, it will be with this. If not this, it will be nothing else. So
30 seconds to battle.
Even though Natsumi played pretty poorly last game on the Prophet, but maybe he's gonna be able to fix his issues, and he can bring the aggressiveness that we thought they were gonna bring in game 1.
Okay. Well, they're gonna have a second go at it, playing the aggressive style of Dota that got them so much success at the Singapore Major. See if it has some better luck here. Tusk was a hero they played quite a bit, I feel like, back then as well, so utilizing that tag team perhaps could be a good tool. You're up against 3 melee cores, at least TB melee when he's not in the Metamorphosis, so tag team could be a very handy tool.
Best situation out of no situation.
Yep, Zhao really excels on these safe heroes. Dev was telling me about how he really enjoyed playing with Janelle when he plays these safe heroes, because he knows exactly where to play on the map and how to play the fights, and he always gives the reassurance to his cores. He will always say something along the lines of like, I just want to follow my boss, guys. This game, I'm gonna follow my boss. Like, that's what Dev told me. I don't know how true is that, but
it sounds like a reassuring presence to have on the team.
Yep. Dev Tidehunter. This is top 5.
Up against a Tusk Nature's proper lane. Not the easiest for him, but an early first blood mid Yopaj. What the hell just happened?
Mid gap.
I think I'll observe a court. I was watching my own feed. I was not expecting a kill in the mid lane. That is insane. He just got shocked. That's what producers say. So did the old arc lightning spam.
Oh my lord. I think at one point like Train needs to, I mean maybe he just needs more time, right? He just readjusted back to mid lane. But I think these things can't happen so often, like where he does poorly in the first few levels, like last game as well in his TA versus Invoker matchup.
Yeah, I mean mid lane is such a kind of like specialty focus. Like mid players are just playing mid every pop. They're so experienced. Top lane, some aggression coming out of stun. The AA, as well as TB's Metamorph zoning away the Leshrac. So tough lane so far for Onryu, who's going to get past the south.
So in the top lane, CTM actually blocked big camp, and now he's going to go body block the small camp as well. So there are no creeps. So as long as Radiant is able to keep the dire creeps outside of tower range, they're going to have lane equilibrium, and this Lash is going to be able to farm once the meta is down.
Feels like Lesh with a couple of like level 3 and no meta could be in a position where TP can really get pressured here. Taking some damage though. But that Metamorph will be wearing off soon.
Like what Neon need to do right now is body block these creeps. These top lane creeps, these Radiant creeps. As long as they body block and pull the lane down, it'll be good. CTM is doing it.
Yep, they're pulling the way back as much as possible.
Yep, now the TB might get pressured by this combo. Yeah. It's stun into stun, like it's very potent. Yep.
Double stun. Tail into Split Earth. I'm also keeping an eye on this mid lane as Yopaj almost gets him down again, and it's going to be a kill up top. They kill the AA. TB's still alive, but he's being zoned away from any kind of harm here, and also caught a glimpse of mid lane where Xuan took a lot of damage, has managed to sound back up, but we've seen Yopaj Zeus can do here.
Yep, Chen is He's still losing quite a bit in terms of CS, but I think it's gonna get easier because now he already has level 2 Dragon Blood.
He's able to utilize all the runes on the map with the bounty rune as well as the water runes. Lingering around is jabs on the Lion. Not much of a kill opportunity, I feel like, when it's a DK mid, but he is looking to linger around to make sure he's there to help out if needed.
Yep, because the Tidehunter, like, this is like, we've seen this more and more, where the laner, it feels like the laner tells the support, like, yo, I can solo this lane from now on. He has a Ring of Protection on Tide, he has Chainmail on Tide, he has level 2 Kraken. He's already like, he doesn't need the Lion here anymore, and he much rather have the solo XP. So the Lion is just trying to make space somewhere else. And we actually see Jabs smoking up alone, without ops, he's just ganking.
Ganking or securing this room, perhaps. I think they've got a kill here. There's only 2 heroes. I'm not sure they're going to have the damage, but the Lion could have find a Nyx Assassin nearby. Luckily, DK has a Dragon Tail to keep him alive as the Tuskers rotate in as well. Looks for the Ice Shard block slightly off the mark. They're trapping his Nyx Assassin, so not the outcome OB.Neon were hoping for.
A pretty good support player all around. Like, all the support players are pretty, what would you call it, woke. They're really adjusting to the game well. They're not just sitting in their lanes and like AFKing, you know. The only support that should be sitting in his lane is the AA, because the AA can't really rotate well. And he's just pulling, which is good, because he's gonna get levels.
Even the Lion rotating mid, Yanuel's in the perfect position to scout it out, so... Fortunately for Zeus, none of his teammates can TP in to refill his bottle, so he's just gonna head back to base for a little heal-up trip.
The Zeus already has 3 null talismans, because he got the kill, first blood.
Having a fantastic start here. As far as the other lanes go, it feels like things are pretty even. Even the Zeus, you know, DK is at least stabilized and getting some farm and levels here, so it's not like Zeus is running this lane. But once he's level 6, that threat of a Wrath of Nature, also as well as Wrath of Nature as well as the Zeus Thunder God Wrath, you've got this global potential. Yeah, you've got the double Wrath.
Yeah, for sure. The top lane will be super scary for Fnatic because they have 2 stuns in the top lane and they have 2 global outs from the other 2 lanes.
Both those cores getting level 6 fairly early because Nature's Prophet has had mostly solo experience down here, so...
Oh, cool thing that Raven is doing, he's actually queuing up a hood already. I mean, I imagine he might buy a raindrop before as well, just so he doesn't die to this level 6 on Zeus and level 6 on Prophet.
Showing some understanding of how OB.Neon's draft is tending to work, and you definitely don't want to go for any kind of early, like, first or even second item BKB doesn't look good on QB, so... Main, jabs, getting snowball on top of. Sure, there's going to be any follow-up here. Nature's Prophet does have a TP, but doesn't want to go for it. Not level 6 yet. Zeus is though, so that double, there we go. They've got the double ultimates now. I'm sure they're making a call here. Nyx looking for a gank up top with the Impale. Leshrac could follow this up. He's just out of range for a Split Earth, but he's got the Lightning Storm slow. He's still looking for the stun under the tower, but he's not going to go for it. Kept alive on the TP. Yep.
The worrying thing for me is that Death is actually having such a good game. He's like top CS, and a dagger on the Tidehunter early this game is just gonna destroy Neon's draft. Like, look at their heroes. He blinks in to 4 heroes, he presses Ravage, like all of them gonna die.
All they've got to do for the Tide and DK is, as you say, just lock heroes down and frontline for the TP. They've got more than enough damage from a Raven TP once he gets a couple of items.
Yeah, they have damage from the Lion Finger as well and the Ice Blast. Like, these heroes on Neon are just gonna drop if Death gets a good Ravage with the blink.
With that all said, it feels like I mean, last game, the early game went pretty well for OB.Neon, but I'm liking how things have started for them this game even more. They take an early tier 1 tower top, and if they can get this tier 1 tower mid with the Edict and the Nature's Prophet treants, they could completely take over this map.
Yep.
Yeah. Top doesn't get a chance, well, I was about to say, he doesn't get a chance to Carapace, but he doesn't even have it skilled yet. He's just level 3, so good pickoff for Fnatic.
Yep, Neon need not only the towers, but Neon also need some like chaotic messy kills with their ult, right? They can't let Fnatic like play the macro game and drag out and push out the waves safely and spam. Like, Neon let Fnatic hit their timings on their heroes, blink daggers, the BKBs. Like, this game is gonna be really hard for Neon at the later part of the game.
So farm up some neutral stacks, get himself some good gold as bottom lane. rune contest is not going to go the way that Fnatic were hoping, as Zeus finds himself with rune up top. Already, triple null, arcane boots, a lot of farm going the way of this Zeus. Top net worth. A pretty decent margin considering we're still fairly early on here.
This illusion room might be quite good to dodge the DK stun in the next fight. I imagine around the mid tower where Neon is gonna try to force the mid tower.
They're trying to give this Nick some level, so he's taking over the mid lane for now, although Yopaj nearby. They Carapace into the Impale, the snowball in, they actually go on Chuan here, and Yopaj has the ultimates if they want to go for this kill here. Wrath of Nature comes flying in as well, 1 or 2 more right clicks is needed, but the DK is still alive, the Thunderbolt will finish him off.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Take out the
attack.
DK, and that could open up this T1 mid tower. 3 points of Diabolic Edict, so Death is going to have to be the one to pull the creeps off and try and defend this one.
Kinda weird that Natsumi just decided to pause bottom instead of at least summoning the treants for his teammates to push the mid tower. Maybe he just feels like, since the Tidehunter TP in mid, I don't even want to do this anymore.
Of course, the glyph. So Edict was going to be on cooldown anyways once that glyph came out, so it does seem like OB.Neon, similar to last game, even though they've got this aggressive draft, though, making sure they get their farm as well. They don't want to go too all in with the way they play. They want to find that right balance.
EJ.
Picked off, goes down. Is there any kind of revenge kill? Doesn't look like it. TP nearby. Gonna TP out. He doesn't want to get caught as well. Meanwhile, bottom lane. Uh-oh. A bit of deja vu here. And Chuan again kind of caught alone here. They don't have the damage. There's a T1 tower, but it doesn't look like anybody's TPing in. And Chuan will go down. Another lightning bolt kill secured by the Zeus, who is having a fantastic game so far.
Dire's bottom tower.
Yeah, I don't think the Dragon Knight should be at part of the map. Like, no one is gonna be able to save him. Getting delayed, like if he gets caught around the area, and the Pascal as well. Like the Ice Shard is so good against DK because he messes with your pathing. I think Train needs to be more careful about where he chooses to farm. Because if you get too behind on this DK, it's gonna be really hard for you to come back because your hero farms so slow.
Well, tough start for him. He has got a cloak into Blink. He had a hood queued up early, decided he needs something more aggressive, this faster Blink. Even the TB decided against the hood, goes for a Dragonlance, recognizing it's his job to deal the damage, so obviously eventually he'll get a BKB, but not looking to waste any of his net worth on too defensive of an item.
Yep, I think what Neon should do right now, the moment they finish the Witchblade, which is right now, I think, the Prophet is back. I really think they need to smoke up and make a fight happen, and at least force the Ravage out. Maybe lose 1 or 2 support, force a fight, so that they can push the game forward. Like they do not want to let Fnatic slow down the game like this. CTM is going for it now.
The dusk is always ready for a fight.
Find anything fishing. He's going to run into a sentry ward though. Fnatic were ready for this. They're going to see him now. They're pretending they don't here. Very kind of clever heads-up play. Just, you know, acting like everything's normal, everything's okay. This T1 mid tower oh so important. And Fnatic, they want to defend it. They have they don't get a chance to pop the hood. The Ice Blast comes flying in. The Electric dies before he gets a chance to defend himself. There's going to be a Finger of Death going to delete the Tusk as well. Death is getting low. They need a bit more damage. They haven't got it. Zeus commits the Thunder Gods right. There we go. All right, with the haste and the lightning bolt chase, they do bring down the tide.
That is really
a lot of ultimate used, but okay. So even though they lost 2 because they're getting this tower, you think it's well worth it?
Yeah, now they can do whatever they want on the map. Like they can just open up the map because this Ravage is down.
At the same time, I guess best case for Fnatic, they get a couple kills. Yeah, sure. TM finds AA behind the tower, but not the outcome he was hoping for. John was there, and this Vine takes the easy pick off. Natsumi's still trying to force this mid T1 tower. Neon has to be careful they don't, you know, throw too much at this tower. They need the Electric Edict. They've got it. This will be an easy T1 tower for them. Death is rotated in, doesn't have the hood for a few seconds, but they don't want to go on a Tide.
Fnatic
they
right
kept
now.
that tower alive a long time, I feel like.
I mean, I think Fnatic did as good of a job as they could.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
The most important thing in the game right now are the power runes. Like, if Neon managed to get an Arcane rune, a Haste rune, anything of the sort for the Zeus, like that just helps them pick the next fight so much better. Because right now, if the Zeus doesn't have a power rune, he's still like susceptible to die. I think if there was a time to do it, it will be now when you are sure that the Tide doesn't have dagger. You do it anytime after 15 minutes, you are never gonna be sure anymore. Dev can suddenly, like, he can purposely show that he doesn't have a dagger, but actually he has it, and you might just like die if you try. So if there was a time to push a top tower, like YOLO the top tower, it would be right now, I think.
Similarly, DK also working towards a blink dagger, so multiple blinks could cause a lot of problems. We saw, you know, a hero like Lesh just gets blown up on the front lines there, which wasn't the worst thing because the Leshrac is, you know, in his reposition, and that's kind of his job, is to soak up those spells and enable Zeus to do all the damage. But
yep, I think I actually think like CTM is he's taking space at bot lane and he's queuing up an arc, but I feel like what he should be doing is playing with the Lesh right now, and they should be forcing the top tower together with 3, 4, and 5.
They snowball in. Yanuel's just looking to save his Leshrac, who for a second looked like, Onryu was in a bit of trouble there, but without a blink dagger, I don't think he was actually going to die. Yanuel didn't know that, so he snowballed in to save him.
Oh, the Zeus actually got a haste rune as well at 14 minutes, so they're going to be much more inclined to make a move right now on Neon. While this Tide is still 1,000 gold away from dagger.
Up on Fnatic though, before, well, Tusk is about to respawn, but perhaps before OB.Neon are ready for this one, make a move with this Metamorphosis.
Wow, this is such a un-Raven-like play. I've never seen him do this before.
Yeah.
He actually went back for the hood as well.
Yeah, interesting. Jab's playing around the high ground, playing around some vision. He realizes Yanuel doesn't know he's up here, and actually Jabs will get scattered out. Being some...
Block the camp, block the camp. Oh,
he tried to. He goes for the
bounty.
Deny, but no.
Well, what did you expect?
It's the bounty. Alright, and Zeus did pop the haste rune, so at least they don't have to worry about that for any kind of upcoming big team fight.
I think Fnatic are like really happy with how the game is going. Like, even though ideally Fnatic would have taken the bot tower by now, but they're still doing pretty okay in terms of net worth. Like, I don't think Neon are gonna get. I don't think Neon are gonna be able to deal with this tight dagger actually. Like, the team fight is gonna be really rough.
They're gonna have these blinks on 2 of these heroes, and then I feel like once Raven just gets like 1 item to go with this Hood plus Dragonlance, things get really difficult for OB.Neon. Real playing on you. Yeah, he's been playing alone for a lot, and I don't think he was expecting this DK blink. Not sure if it's been revealed yet, but now they've got the perfect setup for the Ice Blast, and it's surprised to see him playing by himself that far up on the map.
Yep, it's sort of the only thing that the Leshrac can do, right? As an offlane Lesh, like all you can do is like I also see like LGD Faith Bien. He also does this where he just runs down lanes and he brings 4 heroes to him. He dies, but at least he's achieving something as a hero. If he is too afraid to die, he's just gonna do nothing, and someone else is gonna die. His DK dagger would have killed Zeus maybe, or he would have killed a Prophet.
And if they went there as 4 or 5, if anything, it feels like Fnatic have the better team fight now because of this with the Tide Ravage, and now with the Blink Dagger, things get really tough for the mid lane. It goes in. They've got follow-ups. The Nyx doesn't rotate, but a great Impale Jabs! Impale into Ravage onto 3. Onryu gonna get deleted as well. 3 dead. No chance for OB.Neon. They couldn't even use their spells.
Yeah, the last game as well, like I feel like Natsumi just has a different understanding of how he wants to play this Prophet. Like, when we watched Singapore Major when CTM was playing the Prophet, the game was so fast on all levels, in every lane. It always felt like something was happening, right?
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Even though their draft is fast, this game just feels like playing so slow.
Definitely not felt the intensity and aggression that we were perhaps expecting. 2 games in a row where it's kind of Fnatic making more plays and just responding better anytime an objective or tower is being pushed. Yeah. Trouble here is there going to be a smoke from OB.Neon down bottom, and Death kind of just walks into it, so he may just tank this one. Not the worst. I mean, they don't have Ravage, so they're not looking to fight anyway, so, you know, if it's better him than the Terrorblade.
He just blinks up to the big camp and he tries to farm it, and he's like, oh wait, there's no creeps here. Oh wait, there's 4 heroes.
did not read the map and understand what OB.Neon were doing. Not that it's going to immediately matter, but perhaps OB.Neon, it's more about these cooldowns. With Metamorphosis and Ravage on cooldown, OB.Neon should be able to take towers. They should be able to take objectives like Roshan if they want to.
The seeds of
see what they can get.
Yep, but the tower that they really can take is the top Dire tier 2. But what Chen is doing, he used the chance where they're killing the Tide, and Chen pushed out the top lane all the way. So now Neon can't even do anything with the kill.
Scanning. Radiant
Every time CTM on this Nyx goes hunting for kills or tries to set something up, there's sentries everywhere. He's walking past these sentry ops combos that scout him out and give Fnatic all the info they need to know exactly what Neon are doing. Ryu on top, the perfect setup there. Right, they threw the Ice Blast preemptively. They don't have a Finger of Death, but they should have the damage to bring down the left track here. The question is there going to be a turnaround? Chuan, he goes for the TP out, but that's not going to work. So OB.Neon do a good job punishing them for the left track kill.
ready for a fight.
Okay, space. We got Ravage soon on Fnatic. The next fight is going to be rough for Neon.
And that's what I was thinking, like, yeah, that was a 2-for-1 trade in Neon's favor, but if anything, I feel like Fnatic is totally okay with it because it is about buying time for these ultimates.
Because these kills don't translate into an objective. Because right now the Tide Ravage is up. Neon can't touch the top tower anymore. They can't touch any of the tier 2 towers. Can't even touch Roche because they don't have a medal, I think. Like their Roche potential is you can take it, but it's not fast. And the opponent has an AA. Like if you get AA blasted in Roche pit, you're just all dead.
Scary. See what the next move is going to be. It doesn't feel like OB.Neon want to make any kind of moves these ultimates now. Fortunately for them, even with Ravage Metamorphosis down, they don't take any tier 2 towers, they don't take Roshan. Things starting to look a bit tricky for them. Yopaj on the Zeus is getting closer and closer. Aghanim Scepter, do you think this is gonna kind of change the state of the game much at all?
Oh yeah, for sure. Because Fnatic right now they don't have any saves, right? So if Neon manage, because CTM has a dagger on the Nyx, if they manage to start on the TB and they manage to pour all the damage in, the Zeus and the Prophet, they might be able to just snipe the TB. And if you snipe the TB when he's on meta, then you suddenly have like 2 minutes where you can do whatever you want on the map because there's no meta. Even if there's Ravage, they can't fight.
Well, see how things go right now. OB.Neon trying to get some more farm going. Smoke from Fnatic. They have a blink online. If they can get the Hex before the BKB, they've got it. He did BKB. Now the Impale Finger follow-up. The Nimbus was attempted to be used to save him. Jabs may die for this, but he's okay with that outcome as long as his teammates get out of there. But it looks like Fnatic, they want to turn. They go in. Blink Ravage. Oh, Snowball save. What a play from Yanuel. Now he goes to go and Chuan on the DK. A hell of a play from the Tusk as they gonna get the DK. What a save against the Ravage. Can they get more? Zeus ultimate gives them vision. Ooh.
Done well.
Wow.
Wow.
Absolutely wow.
In Dev's head right now, he's like, that's my boy, Jano. That's my boy. Dodge my Ravage. Oh my god.
That's big. And the good thing about OB.Neon's draft is they don't have long cooldowns to play around. They can go for Roshan. They can go for some of these objectives. And yeah, they run right at the Roshan pit.
Yep.
They do this at least okay with, you know, the magic damage from Zeus, the Edict and everything. Ice Blast is going to scout them out, but...
Yep, they have no meta, there's no Ravage. Easy. Quite a big blunder by Fnatic, to be honest. Like, this Roche will change everything because with these Aegis, suddenly Fnatic can't just initiate, you know? They have to save on the Tusk and they have an Aegis. Changes the fight immensely.
I mean, you say blunder, but at the same time, it felt like it was also just an individual, like, amazing play. Like, going back in there, Fnatic blow up the left track, I feel like that could go really well for them.
Yep, and the TB, I'm not sure Raven has a Quelling Blade, but he got caught by the Sprout and I don't know, he didn't really join the fight even though he was in meta. He wasn't really ready anyway, even if the Ravage had hit. And the Tusker actually has a dagger right now, carrying out to him, so they're gonna probably see more of that. There are no Tusker saves.
Things getting heated here in game 2. OB.Neon on the brink of being knocked down to the lower bracket. It's another Snowball, dodges the Impale as Natsumi BKBs.
How did he do that?
Dire's top tower is under attack.
You gotta take notes.
Oh my
Somebody
god.
check this guy's PC.
He eye-shot exactly where the lion was. Saw the lion, and Jabs blinked really quickly as well. He dodged the eye-shot damage. But he's still too quick. The now Snowball was too quick.
Radiant's middle
Guy.
tower is under attack.
Definitely, you know, support players often you're like, ah, you know, they're support. They just call some shots. They don't necessarily have to have the individual skill, but Januel saying that is not at all the case when it comes to his task.
He's gonna play a super humble guy as well. Before the match today, I messaged him and I was like, "All the best, bro, but you know, I got a root for death." Sorry. Then he's like, and I said they were so good yesterday, and he's like, "Yeah, we are just lucky or something."
Oh, your boy Death.
My boy died.
Yeah, he's dead. Perhaps picked the wrong side for this game as Januel continues to make plays around the map. But we gotta say he's humble. We gotta boost up his ego then, make him less humble. Swagger.
Someone needs to
Make
clip
him
this.
feel cocky.
Janelle, you're so good, ah!
You were talking about last game, you know, we need people making some YouTube highlights, and I feel like if he makes a few more of those plays, Januel might be, you know, getting a bit closer.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. Like even his place in the Singapore Major, I feel was very worthy of a highlight, but unfortunately, no one did it.
Support. I don't think support player YouTube videos get many views. Hate to break it to you, support players, as the Neon just take over this enemy jungle. Not really a whole lot cooking for them.
Right now, the Zeus actually has a arcane rune bottle. Like these runes are like really game changing for the Zeus.
For Fnatic, TP almost completing Skadi. Is it still going to be more about the BKB timing for him against all this magic damage, or do you think they're going to try fight with Skadi?
I think he'll fight with the Skadi. I think they have he has enough effective HP against the magic damage because of the hood. He has like 2.5k and his magic resistance right now is 40%. So quite a bit. I think they have to use their cooldowns, right? If not, like look at the map. The map is getting choked out by Neon because of this Prophet, Lash, and Zeus pushing the waves.
The OB.Neon coming at them first. We've seen this smoke into enemy triangle play so many times, but Jabs is in the perfect position. Scout it out and then blink away. He does just that. Januel tries to blink it aggressively to catch him, but they were ready. They had the Observer Ward, and they were in the right position to not get caught by that smoke being understanding exactly what the other is doing so well.
Yep, Natsumi is doing something a little bit different this time. He actually bought a Moonshot, the Prophet, as a off item. And he's queuing up an Aeon Disc. Kinda different from last game where I think he opted for the Valkyries.
I have punching for you.
I guess recognizing, you know, he is all the physical damage. You know, you're not lacking for magic damage when it comes to a Zeus. He's looking to become a bit more of a glass cannon and do as much as possible with BKB.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Take these 100 towers at least, and it seems Fnatic content to let them go. I feel like after the last few fights, they're probably going to be reluctant to initiate in because of how amazing this Tusk has been with that snowball save. Can't really trust just because you get a blink Dragon Tail or you go for a blink Ravage that hero is actually going to be able to get bursted down.
Dire's bottom
It's also because Neon have the Aegis right now on the Prophet. I think once this Aegis is down, like angle of the fight for Fnatic will be much clearer. Maybe they need to initiate on the Tusk, or they just need to be wary and have vision of the Tusk. Because they have answers, right? They can instantly hex with the Lion on the Tusk when he blinks in to save. Stuff like that, so.
Small little thing, but maybe a bit of a mistake. Natsumi on the Nature's Prophet just gets an Aeon Disc, but actually pre-assembles it to see, you know, the Vitality booster, and then you assemble it when you get gone on, so. The carries, they're even building Aeon Disc. You know, this is a meta where you want to blow somebody. I mean, it's also a Fnatic draft. They're all about getting that blink stun, blow somebody up with the Ice Blast, and Aeon Disc, you know, on paper, the perfect item to counter that.
Yeah, but I'm not sure. Given how Natsumi has been playing, maybe this is the answer, right? Like the last game we saw Natsumi teleporting to the backline and just dying in like 3 seconds. Maybe this is the answer. At least now he has Aeon Disc and he can play like that, and he can make space in the fight by being alive and getting the attention so that the Lash and the Zeus can do a lot of magical damage.
That Aegis no longer in play, and both teams continuing to play a bit more of a farm-centric game. It is OB.Neon with that slight gold lead. similar last game where you feel like this is still favors Fnatic, even though they're slightly behind because they have that carry advantage with the Raven TP.
Yeah, for sure. I think they have the out carry matchup, even though Zeus is really good against TB, but I feel like when TB has like 6 slot items, it's a lot more about the team fight. And I feel like Fnatic just has a much better team fight draft compared to Neon. Like, the Zeus will be able to do a lot of damage to the TB, sure. But if you do not have the team fight, actually kill the TB, he's just gonna like BKB and Sunder and Satanic the HP back eventually, right?
Become a bigger and bigger problem as this game goes on. They've got some control from him to try to stop that Sunder, but... Oh, Lion picked off. This pesky Lion. Jabs was kind of the MVP of last game with finding some of the pickoffs. And even this game, he's been constantly playing around trees and being really annoying to deal with.
Kind of a misuse of a BKB though, I think, because the Natsumi actually has a Mindbreaker, the silence neutral item, and he silenced the Lion already, but he still used his BKB.
Guess already down to 6 seconds, so maybe not a big deal.
Oh yeah, maybe. Maybe it was already 6 seconds.
Is this, I guess, playing around next Roshan, do you think if you're OB.Neon, it seems like they're not looking to make any crazy aggressive plays?
For sure, but the issue is, if you wait for the next Rosh, how sure are you that Fnatic isn't just gonna be able to teamfight you at the Rosh? Like, I feel like Fnatic, when they're grouped up, like they're not gonna lose to you. So Neon need to create an opportunity to take the Rosh. They can't just simply do it, I think.
Yeah, and there's a TB who now has a BKB spider legs as well for some added mobility. It does feel like Fnatic have everything they could hope for here. Just gonna respect that Tusk save. Tusk goes in with a Blink Warriors punch. They go in on Twan's DK. Can they blow him up? He gets the BKB off. There's also Blink. Look, he cancels the Ravage. Okay, still has it when they come out the Snowball. Now he goes for it. Catches out the Leshrac and the front line, who does not have a BKB. That's a dead Lesh and Tusk. No save for you as the Nyx Assassin runs away.
Once bitten, twice shy. He cancelled the Ravage. It's a play from death.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not letting you get another one on me.
I'm not gonna let you put me in the YouTube highlights.
Not today, my friend. As OB.Neon lose a couple, but Ultimate's go on cooldown. So this is something, you know, they still just lose heroes who are kind of low level. Leshrac is a core, but you know, isn't ridiculously farmed. So they're going to be having an opportunity to go for this Roshan, which is going to respawn now with Ravage and Meta on cooldown.
Really unfortunate timing actually, this Rosh spawn. It's quite bad for Fnatic. I think Neon should just force it, like right now.
Yeah, I don't. Fnatic may just do the same as last time and just ignore it and let it go. We'll have to see what the call's going to be, but yeah, without Metamorph Ravage, even things like Finger of Death, you're going to blow someone up with an Ice Blast. It feels like you need at least 1 or 2 of these spells.
Death is buying a refresher, but he's still like about 900 gold away, I think. So yeah, they are not going to be able to contest the Rosh.
Like, oh, okay, they find a pick. Lion was going for a sneaky little play there, I believe, trying to, you know, snipe an Aegis or something. Flew too close to the sun and gets picked off. Still, it's, you know, we saw what happened last time with this Roshan. It wasn't like the big game changer that opened things up entirely. Where Neon go with it? The Axe Shard in.
Yes?
I think got the ability to bring him down. They have the rotation from the Tusk here. Backing Warrior Punch, there's a lot of damage coming in. I think they're just going to let him. Similar last time, you know, he's like, oh, Ravage is on cooldown. I can just, you know, run out and feed a bit. But Ravage was actually coming up in 20 seconds, so he stayed for a bit longer.
Death showed the perseverance, so Neon are gonna expect the refresher to come up pretty soon. It's about 700 gold away. Like that's gonna be a big deal. But Death did a weird thing where he maxed out the Ravage, so I'm not sure he's gonna have enough mana to play the fights.
Is under attack.
One Ravage is 325 mana. His mana pool is only 800.
He's got Arcane Boots queued up after the refresher. He already knows and sees the problem. Because he's got Phase Boots, but he may just sell the Phase Boots for Arcane Boots and, or go double boots, whatever it may be.
You know what? He can take the ceremonial robe that DJ is currently holding. At least it gives him 350 mana.
Yeah, that's a big difference.
A tithe to
It will change the way he can play the fight. Because even if he holds like mangoes and stuff, like he won't be able to use his gush and his other styles, I think.
Even the aura from it is really, he does just that. Yeah, great call. He takes the ceremonial robe. The Cloak of Flames was so nice for the magic resistance as well as the aura, the passive. But yeah, this mana is going to be much needed.
Read Dev's mind when he's dead. He's looking around. He's clicking on stuff. Hey DJ, give me that. DK is an Aga though. We have seen what the late game DK can do, right, from yesterday.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a joke, this DK. And I think he's gonna be a huge issue. Like, look at Neon's heroes, right? Who can kill the DK when the DK is in the back? Like hitting this Zeus or something, hitting this Tusk.
That is a good question. He gets, yeah, the increased magic resistance from the Hag Scepter as well. So
Yeah, he's not gonna just melt to this Zeus anymore because of the magic resistance. I think this DK is actually gonna be the most important thing they have to deal with on Neon. And we heard that from Fnatic themselves yesterday, right? Like when Chuan came in for the interview, when we asked him about the second game that they lost against Omega, he felt that the biggest issue they had was this DK. Like they didn't address this DK that was on their backline, hitting their supports and their backline heroes. And this game, Chuan is doing exactly just that.
yeah, he can just blink on the supports similarly and just. They're not going to kill him. Tusk, Nyx, these are not heroes that have any damage output, so we're going to be up to Natsumi's Nature's Prophet to scale, and he's got, Daedalus, Moonshard, Mjolnir. This is all the, damage items you can hope for on a Nature's Prophet. Here comes the smoke move from OB.Neon. Nature's Prophet has the 0-second bullet TP. Blink in from Chuan on the DK. Goes for the Blink Dagger Tail. There's going to be a snowball save. As Natsumi on the front lines has the Aegis. He's looking to hold on to it. He pumps his BKB now. They draw the finger of death. The Ravage comes as the Zeus also will finish off the Tide. Lion surviving on the Sliver of Health does finally get picked off. The CTM trying to get Raven. Has a Sunder. Raven's looking for it. Can also blink out back to safety, which will do just that. CTM didn't want to get too close and give him a Sunder target.
That was not an ideal position of a fight for death at all. Like, he had to Ravage because he was gonna die, but he only Ravaged a single Tusk.
Only a big gold swing as 11k gold lead. Zeus has a refresher, by the way, that he popped with a double ultimate there. Yeah, Nature's Prophet doing a lot of damage as well with BKB plus damage items that he's going for.
Like, even though I talked a lot about how Fnatic's team fight is so strong, like, they still have to get that kind of a team fight. If the fights are so scrappy, like, Neon starts on this Tidehunter and the Tidehunter is not able to get the blink off, like, these fights, this Zeus is doing so much damage. They can't get to him.
Are fortified.
And now ultimates are on cooldown. Ravage can be popped with the refresher orb, so we may see Death forced to use that refresher orb now. No double Ravage just for the single. At the same time, OB.Neon with the Tide respawning, I think they know with that refresher they're going to be a little bit careful. They're playing this very slow, very safe.
This Prophet Aegis is expiring in like 10 seconds, I think.
Yeah, are they going to go for the jump with the respawn? Blink Dragon Tail Natsumi has the A on this. That's going to pop here.
Natsumi?
Does feel like they need to get out. Yeah, they cannot afford to get caught here, and yeah, it looks like he knows what's up. Aegis expires.
I feel like if Fnatic were like, they definitely could have punished that. I think like his Aeon was down. Like, all they needed was a hex, and like, God, that was so tough.
Respecting Yanuel, we keep talking about him, but the Tusk perhaps just worried that a blink snowball save. Nature's Prophet didn't have Aeon Disc, but he did have BKB, so if he gets snowball save, then he can BKB and turn and fight perhaps.
I think for Fnatic right now, like the ideal fight for them is if they have vision and they manage to start onto this Tusk and this Nyx assassin. Like once you stop these two heroes from using their daggers and they're like kind of immobilized in the fights and they can't use their spells properly, then the calls on Neon are gonna find it hard to teamfight, I think.
I guess the one thing I feel like they still didn't have is as much of a way to deal with this Zeus. Like Zeus is just sitting back, spamming all his spells. He's gonna have an Octarine core soon as well. Damage at the end of this game, I feel like is going to be pretty insane.
Yep. Or like as long as they somehow get a hold of this Pascal in the fight, they are going to be so much more confident about jumping on this Zeus, right?
Yeah.
Like on your Lion, on your Tide, on your DK, like any of you can, the moment you see the Zeus, you can look for initiation.
Gets a
Timeless Relic.
The debuff duration, not that crazy good, but the spell damage increase, fantastic.
Of course, you play Zeus and you get Timeless Relic.
Good stuff.
Playing around this high ground, Toronto's blinking in. There's the Axe DK charging forward. The Snowball is there to try and keep him alive, and the Zeus just deletes the Lion on the backline. Raven also almost died. The double Nimbus Thunder God's Wrath, they're just destroying them as luckily the rest of Fnatic able to get out of there, but that was insane. This Zeus just deletes Lion. He needs the fluffy hats. Where are the fluffy hats?
I'm not sure the fluffy hat's gonna help him anymore.
I don't think so. He's only got 1100 health against a level 23 Zeus with double Thunder God's Wrath and the Timeless Relic.
I think he just died to... Oh, wait.
I think it was... Nope. Snowball on in. They want to go on this Tide. He's got Refresher in 3 seconds, but they're going to back off. They perhaps feel like they've overcommitted here in TB. With the Menopause, they refresh the Ravage. They blink in. They Ravage on 4. Great setup. That's Sumi getting low. He tries to self-back. Can he TP out? No, sirree. TB doing some good damage. Nice Ice Blast onto a couple here. A Tusk forced to retreat here with the Ice Blast on him. Jabs is looking with an Impaled Finger. That's going to take out the Lash. As the Zeus. And now they want more. Yanuel on the Tusk, looking to run away. On Ryu going to TP out in the trees, and it's going to be the Nyx assassin, CTM, who has to pay the price. Carapace is up. He's not dead yet. He may have a blink out, but nope. The Impaled Jabs is there waiting for him. And Fnatic have held the high ground and punished a 4-man snowball deep into their base that I don't think OB.Neon really intended.
Sky Airlines. Brace yourselves. Like, Jab's got a really, really good catch onto the Zeus there. Just blinked out into 3 heroes, he hacks the Zeus, he stunned the rest. And the TB as well, the TB has a blink. Raven got a blink on the TB because he knows he has to be the one following up damage onto this Lion.
Haste.
But yeah, I think the Lion actually just died purely to 2 Wraths. I've never actually seen that before.
Yeah.
2 Wraths.
I think it was 2 Wraths plus a Nimbus as well that got dropped on top of it.
Attack.
Like basically 2 Wraths plus a Lightning Bolt.
Yeah, that was so sad. God.
What do you do again? I guess the Ninja Gear with the smoke will protect you a bit, right?
Yeah, for sure. But if you are the one initiating, then you can kiss your life goodbye.
Yeah.
Roshan
You're just gonna want to stay hidden.
fatality.
That is for sure.
Oh, he got the Aga. At least he has some stats now, right? He has 1.3k now. On the Lion. Got the Aga blessing. Nice, supporter getting the Aga blessing for once. Only on Fnatic.
How did I remember what? Someone had an axe and they sold it so they could consume.
Omega, I think it was CML. Today. Oh, Lion.
And now the finger of death was
Radiant's
creep.
attack.
The 2 teams.
Oi! Come on!
Oh.
Again!
He's got to, I would say, he needs to, I don't think the Glimmer Cape is going to help you because you die too fast. So he goes for an Aeon Disc, and they also get DJ. They just killed both supports. All right. That is one way to go about it. And see if they go for a high ground play here. Lion does have buyback, but yeah, this line is just paper. I guess the Refresher on Zeus is down. That's the one, you know, positive for Fnatic here is if they take a fight, they haven't got to worry about the double ultimate, or even really a single ultimate for 60 seconds. Again, Dragon Tail, the Ravage to follow it up, catches everyone. There was no snowball in time. There's another Ravage if Death wants to go for it, but instead he force-ups away with the BKB being forced from Natsumi. On Ryu, actually gets hit by a Thunderbolt. He tried to blink it in Dragon Tail, but he got instantly stunned. Chuan in trouble, but has the Aegis to fall back on. He's trying to force this one as on Ryu, just going to die to take out the DK Aegis. Yanuel wanted to try and save him with a snowball, but didn't have the ability to do so, as he's going to have his Aeon Disc get popped. He's surely going to go down here. CTM on the Nyx just has to run and get the hell out of there. Doesn't want to give away this gem. Whew. Fnatic are bouncing back. They were down like 20k gold, and now they've cut that lead significantly.
Yep, and I mean, at the end of the day, you only lost the Lash and the Tusk, right? So now when they revive, you just go fight. There's no meta, but at least for Raven right now, the Raven has a Aga Blessing on his TB. So he has a mini meta. But yeah, his main meta is gonna be down for the next 2 minutes. Neon needs to capitalize on this.
The seas are full. Coin of the realm.
See. Whether or not they've got the ability to do so once these heroes respawn. He's opting for some spider legs, so he's kind of switching between that and the Timeless Relic a bit. Yumi just constantly keeping these lanes pushed out. It's so hard, even when Fnatic get a couple of kills or win a fight, it just feels like they've got to address lanes all the time when you're playing against a Nature's Prophet.
Yep, they struggle to deal with the lanes because Neon have so much kill potential on the side lanes with their heroes. Oh, poor chaps.
So
I have so much.
I
was gonna say I have so much sympathy for support players at the late game that just die in 2 seconds. I feel it.
Yeah. He's pushing it. Yeah, he has this. Got a fluffy hat queued up. There we go.
Yeah, that's 45 minutes.
Okay. Well, what he can do. What's his neutral iron? What's he up to? Is he not playing around with the more? He's just looking to tank up as much as possible. Maybe he wants something that's going to give him a bit more survivability, but either way, tough game for the poor Lion.
Maybe he
doesn't get the Carapace off. Okay, gets the Carapace on the Dragon Tail, not on the Gush. Gets the Aeon Disc proc, but they instantly nullify it. Great pickup from the DK. Ryu could be the next target they want to go for. He's still got an Aeon Disc, he's got a Mind Thrower Horn as well, which is going to pop. Natsumi jumps in forward, he gets stunned up, has the BKB to fall back on if needed. They find the Tusk who A-okay here as they go chasing for more. Natsumi looks to teleport forward. Does so once, does so twice, he TPs into 4 here and pops the BKB. Crazy TP, but he's fine. Death is just going to get deleted by the right-click damage. Natsumi absolutely tearing him up as the Tide is going to be forced to buy back the BB. Trying to hold the high ground. Great Ravage. Going to catch Natsumi here as well. The second Ravage as well. The damage is just too much. Fnatic are just shredding these heroes. TB, Raven, can he do more? The snowball save keeps him alive a little bit longer. Ryu still going to be okay though. The Leshrac has the buyback as well. The Nature's Prophet could come back into this one. They're buying back everyone. No DK, no buyback, and they've got no Ravage. The Finger of Death is going to look for a kill here. Jabs is gone. Yopaj just sitting back doing too much here.
Dire's middle
this is not good for Fnatic. They're 2 versus 5.
He died without buyback. On the back
Raven.
line.
Oh, they know roughly where Raven is. He goes for the blink to the high ground, the TP. Have they got anything to cancel this with? He gets home.
Oh, but this is... Oh no.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
Oh, the DK's buyback still on cooldown. I thought DK had the money, but
Dire's middle
the problem
barracks
is the cooldown, and now to the high ground we go.
Dire's middle tower is under
Neon
attack.
have to be careful they don't die here, but I don't know how they get killed. The TB.
There is a mini meta on the TB. He has a mini meta, so with the Ice Blast.
Refresher now. I don't know if he sold something. He's ready with a Metamorph. He's going for the backlines here.
Double here.
Zeus, maybe? Oh, what's the play? He goes out the Fear. He hits the Zeus. Zeus to the backlines. Meanwhile, the throw. They're going to look to kill one. Zeus in trouble. Zeus is dead. Does have buyback. Not the best target perhaps for Raven. He goes for another second Fear. Can he do enough damage here? The Aeon Disc is causing him problems. And Raven in the middle of 4 heroes is going to get bursted. And that should seal the game as OB.Neon bounce back, take game 2, and will force what we wanted. We got a game 3, Ponlo.
Dire's middle tower has
Very nice, very nice. Yeah, they made it work. They went back to the same